One thing that really kept me on track growing up, people are like, oh, you were so sheltered. You bet I was. And I'm so thankful for it looking back. My parents sheltered me, and when I was 18 years old, I went out and I got my first job. I was 18 years old. And I realized when I got my job, I said, there's no way I could have handled this if I was 15. There's no way I could have handled all the insanity, all the crazy stuff that goes on in the workplace. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that they took care of me. And they actually taught me how to reason. I'm thankful for that.
Amen.
And the one thing that kept me away from the world, the Bible says pure religion and undefiled is this, that you take in the widows and help the fatherless. But he says what you need to do is, he says, you need to remain unspotted from the world. And, that's pure religion, the Bible says. And, the one thing that kept me unspotted was when my dad took me out. He took me out soul winning constantly. Every Saturday.
Amen.
We went out soul winning, and I wasn't very good at it. I was kind of a shy guy. Still am a little shy sometimes. But, he took me out, and we went and went, door after door after door, and I got to see the result of Islam, the result of Judaism even, the result of Hinduism, and just how messed up these people were. I got to see the result of atheism too, and that's why I hate it so much. That's the one thing that, it's like, wow, how crazy do you have to be? But I saw all these things, and it kept me out of sin, and it kept me out of things. And because I'd look at a drunkard and I'd say, wow, that's, he's got a Bud Light next to him. That's what that does to somebody. My goodness, guy sleeping in his own vomit in his front yard in the summertime. I'd see some other adulterous woman that was running around, and I saw the anger and the fighting that would go on, and just the hatred when the other man would show up, or the other woman in certain cases, and it bothered me, and I thought, man, I don't want that in my marriage. I don't want to be a drunk deadbeat. I want to do something with my life. And that's what kept me out of sin.
Good.
So if you're like, man, my kids are falling away. I'm not referring to anybody in here, but there's a lot of kids that fall away from the faith, and I don't know why. Take them soul winning. Do something that worked for me. Get them under good preaching. Get them under a man of God that can mentor them and help them. Yes, and shelter them. And I said it. I do believe it. It is fine to shelter somebody.